This is Case Study 3 by Taylor Heidi. I'm an SPCE 638804. Client description. My client is a 3-year-old girl. She is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. She has one biological younger brother who is diagnosed with ASD and an older non-biological brother who is also diagnosed with ASD. She attends the clinic preschool program. Our behavior of concern is that we want to increase functional communication skills. She currently uses a PECS communication board to mand for things that she wants. She has minimal learned words, so some examples of this are hi, bye, up, and her name. And she just currently learned up. Most all of her words are echoics. The goal of the intervention is to tact words to pictures objects, which is labeling and naming frequently seen used items. So an example of a current tact is phone, so that will be our stimulus will be phone. Intervention, direct trial teaching using teaching strategy of prompt transfer. So for her specifically, we use discrete trial training. However, when we're teaching, we use prompt then transfer. Some examples of this process, or an example of this process would be client is presented with a photo of phone and asked, what is it? Again, our stimulus is phone. The prompt, staff will immediately say phone, and client then will repeat it because she can use echoics. So I'll immediately say, what is it? Phone. She repeats phone. The transfer is then I put the card down, I put it back up, and then I say, what is it? And then she will respond with phone on her own without a prompt. If she misses it, then you'll end on the prompt again of then, what is it? Phone. So just as a whole, this would look like, what is it? Phone. Client repeats, phone. Put down, transfer, what is it? Client says phone. She doesn't get it right. I end on, what is it? Phone. She repeats phone. The client is reinforced, or her reinforcement schedule is a VR5. So positive praise is delivered for hard work, and then she chooses from her PECS board for reinforcement once she reaches that VR. So intervention and stimulus class. The stimulus class is frequently seen used objects, so in this case, phone. Our intervention strategy, we use listener responding, interverbal, matching to sample. So client is presented an array of 3 picture cards for listener responding. She is then told to point to phone. If she points to phone, she receives reinforcement. If not, you use prompt transfer, and the prompt would be gestural. For an interverbal, the client is presented with the photo card of a phone and asked, what is it? If she responds with phone, she receives reinforcement. If not, then you prompt transfer. And if client is presented with a photo card of a phone and asks, what is it? She responds phone. If she doesn't, you have to prompt, then you would just verbally say phone. So you would model. Match to sample, client is given an array of photo cards and shown a photo of a phone. She is told to match. If she matches the identical phone, she receives reinforcement. If not, you would prompt and transfer, and the prompt would be modeling it. So I would go ahead and just match and show her. If that doesn't work, you would then do a physical prompt. So derived stimulus relations. There are 3 types. There's reflexivity. And for this would be matching stimulus to identical stimulus. If A equals A, then A equals A. So for her, we lay out a field of 3 cards. I would give her, let's say, we'd usually use 2 knowns and an unknown. So it would be like raspberries, blackberries, and a phone. I would give her an identical picture of a phone, and I would say match, and she would match the phone to phone. Symmetry. This is a 2-way relationship in matching. So if A equals B, then B equals A. So she can not only match phone to phone, but now I can hold up a picture card of a phone and I can say, what is this? And she would answer with phone when she sees the picture of a phone. Transitivity. One stimulus is matched to second stimulus and third stimulus is matched to second stimulus. So if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. So she can match identical phone. So she can now match, okay, phone to phone. Now she knows, okay, I'm holding up a phone. And she can tact phone. Now when she's shown a real phone, instead of the picture of a phone, she's shown a real phone, she can also say phone and she can match phone to phone. So that is the way that we're using the three types of stimulus relationships within our intervention, using the stimulus of phone within her intervention.